This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
New developments tonight into the ongoing leadership shakeup in St. Louis Public Schools. With a little more than 2 weeks before the start of the school year, city and school leaders call for action. Good evening. I'm Mike Bush. Less than 2 weeks ago, Superintendent Keisha Scarlett was put on temporary leave. And now we're learning more about her replacement's troubled background. Months before Scarlett hired Millicent Borishaid, she was asked to resign from her previous district. In May of 2023, the now interim superintendent received a vote of no confidence from the Tukwila School District Teachers Union. A letter obtained by 5 on Your Side cites a lack of support and collaboration with staff. That was just 2 months before Borishaid was hired by Scarlett as St. Louis Public Schools Chief of Schools. Now, new tonight, 5 on Your Side spoke with a former employee from Tukwila Schools in Washington State who worked under her leadership. They asked to remain anonymous, but say the vote of no confidence came after months of micromanagement under her leadership. This employee says they also know Dr. Scarlett. They had nothing negative to say about her, but said, quote, "I was concerned and surprised when I saw Scarlett hire Borishaid." Now, tonight, we're also hearing directly from St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones in her first television interview since she called for a state audit of the district's spending habits. The mayor says the whole situation is unacceptable. Our report from 5 on Your Side's Mercedes McKay.
Our children and our families are in the middle of this, and school is about to start in a couple of weeks. This chaos is unacceptable.
Just 15 days before the first bell rings to welcome students back to class, Mayor Tashara Jones is raising the alarm about leadership within the St. Louis Public School District.
We need a school district that functions. We had a school district that functioned for 14 years under the leadership of Dr. Kelvin Adams, and it's really sad.
Following the announcement of SLPS Superintendent Keisha Scarlett being placed on temporary leave, Mayor Jones called on state officials to review the district's spending, adding that SLPS started the school year with a surplus of $17 million, and there is now a projected deficit of $35 million.
Given the news that has come out in the last several weeks about the mismanagement of funds for St. Louis Public Schools, I think it's important to have our state auditor look into it.
Mayor Jones is also calling attention to and questioning top-level hires Scarlett brought in from Washington State. 5 on Your Side spoke to the mayor less than 24 hours after school board member Emily Hubbard called on the board's president and vice president to step down.
I think that is a bold and brave move on behalf of that school board member. That member has been as a part of all of this and has seen everything happen over the last year, and I applaud her for speaking out.
Mayor Jones says the district is a vital part of making St. Louis what it is, and the city is ready to help get it back on track.
All of these things work together to provide a vibrant and thriving city for our families. And if one piece is not working, then we all need to come together and make sure that we can pull our resources together to make sure it works.
Mercedes McKay, 5 on Your Side.
Board President Tony Cousins and Vice President Matt Davis tell 5 on Your Side right now their focus preparing the district for the first day of school, which is August 19th. We've reached out to SLPS for comment on all these developments. We have not yet heard back, but we will update you as soon as we learn more. You can find the latest updates on air, online, and on the 5 on Your Side Plus app. All this is happening as parents race to find school supplies before the semester starts. Droves of families came out to several back-to-school events over the weekend, just trying to get their kids the things they need to get off to a good start.
It's a great experience for us because I have 7 kids total, 6 of them in school, on a fixed income. So that's what it means to me, just to be able to help spread whatever leftover income we have to be able to provide for them.
The first day for St. Louis Public Schools is August 19th.
This Paris weather update is sponsored by BJC Healthcare. You deserve extraordinary care.
Weather's starting to cooperate here as we look to the last few days. There have been hit and miss rain showers here and there, and it's not quite as hot. Yeah, 87 is still pretty hot, but it is going to be quiet and dry with a few clouds settling in by the middle of the week, even as we head to about 79 degrees on Wednesday. And, you know, as we look at this and then we check out our weather, that's where things are starting to get a little bit more similar. It's surprising how similar we've seen, and that's what we're going to look at here ahead, because as we look ahead, what you'll see over the next few days as temperatures are in the mid-90s here. It's warmed up. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's very, very warm here, but there are similarities down the road. As you look at the big picture, you'll see that the core of this heat continues to settle in. And over the next several hours, we're still going to see our temperatures fall into the 70s in the overnight hours. Notice the flag in the background, not much wind. It is out of the northwest, which keeps this humidity at least at a manageable level. However, into this evening, temperatures in the mid-80s. For the rest of the week, though, the weather impact this week, it's hot early week, though, but it's really drying out. That heat will not last, and it's a little different than the last heat. We'll talk about those differences and also how it's going to impact you when there is a change by midweek.
And Gary, another bear was spotted in the St. Louis area, this time on the Illinois side. Police in Columbia, Illinois shared a photo of a bear spotted near Croatia Drive, which was later found up a tree on Main Street this afternoon. Conservation experts say if you see a bear, stay away and don't feed it. A tradition 38 years in the making is wrapping up, a weekend of food and community fellowship tonight. SerbFest kicked off at Holy Trinity Orthodox Church on Friday. Members of the community boasted their takes on authentic Serbian food, from kielbasa to lamb shakes to cabbage rolls. And Serbian culture, customs, and traditions were put in the spotlight. All were welcome to the neighborhood-wide festival.
It gets to see everybody. Everybody comes down and it celebrates our Serbian heritage from people from all over the region over there in the former Yugoslavia and wherever they come from. And it's just a great time of fellowship. Everybody gets together. We all enjoy ourselves.
And SerbFest will wrap up tonight in about an hour. Now to a live look at that corpse flower that bloomed last night at the Butterfly House in Chesterfield. The smelly specimen named Callie is the first corpse flower to bloom at the Butterfly House. It's a sibling to one that bloomed at the Missouri Botanical Garden earlier this year. Corpse flowers are notorious for only being open for a short period of time. And as you can see now, Callie is already closing up.